Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope that y'all are doing great. For those of you who are new here, my name is Tanya and I just appreciate so much you stopping by and giving this channel a try. We are in the middle of my Christmas decorating series, as you would. So today we are going to look at my family room and dining room for Christmas 2024. If this is your first time stopping by, I have already put out my family room and kitchen Christmas videos. So if you like what you see, go back and check that out. All right, guys. So this, remember, I'm not adding music to these videos. I'm just kind of taking you through and showing things and kind of pointing some of it out. But come back because the home tour, hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be the next video. I say that only because, if I have a thrift haul or something like that. Now, there will be changes that have already happened that you're going to want to see. And Greg is very crafty and he likes to, create things, and I just simply do not. And he has 2 projects that he is working on. So those will be a part of the home tour. And in that, I will include our foyer and our front porch. But other than that, y'all, we're on the home stretch because if you've been around, you know that we've been decorating since the first week of October. Now, why is it taking you so long? Because we're not working straight through. We may pick a day, in the week and work that day. Sometimes we might piddle a little bit at night. If we would just work straight through, it would probably take us a week. Now, another reason why it's taken so long is we reinvent the wheel every single year, and we have always done that. Now, it's not to the scale that it is. Of course, when our children were small, we had other things that we had to spend our money on and focus on for Christmas, but we still managed to give them a magical Christmas. We had the one tree, and then it slowly grew to a tree in their playroom. This used to be their playroom, and then that went to trees in their rooms, and it just adds up. So, if you're on here, do not let YouTube make you feel pressured to do things that just aren't in your wheelhouse right now. You do Christmas how your family loves it, what brings you all joy. Don't be stressed about it. Greg and I just we have always loved it. Before we even got married, Christmas that we were engaged, we bought a tree for his apartment, and we just always have loved decorating for Christmas. And remember that Christmas collections take time to pull together. I still have pieces that, as I'm thinking, would have looked great in this room. Oh, stay tuned for that home tour. I'm thinking of a couple of things I might could use in here. But anyway, squirrel, things that we've had since that year that we were engaged. I mean, I still have those things. And if they're easy to get to, I'm going to pull some of them out. But just, it all takes time. Nothing happens overnight. So the last thing that I want anybody to do from any of these tours that I put up or other YouTubers, I don't want you to feel pressure. I don't do that for this. I just, was encouraged to start YouTube because I do like to decorate. And there are a lot of people that like my style. So, that's why I do it. I don't do it to cause anybody pressure. So anyway, let's go ahead and take this tour, and I hope you guys like it. All right, y'all, so let's start the tour of the living room and dining room. So coming in, I was going to put the cloches up and try to do something different, but then I had the idea of using some of my red transferware as the bases and just kind of filling them up with some things. There's those cute little boots. I think those may have come from an estate sale. These red houses, the batteries are dead. And they're those little round batteries that are, just pains in the butt. I will probably switch those out. I'm planning on switching those out before the home tour. We'll see. I don't know. They're not bothering me that they're not lit up. There's just my little baby shoes. Some old vintage cards. And I have books in them. There's a cup and saucer. Let's see. There's a Santa. So that is what I ended up doing with the coffee table. And I know this is a lot and it's busy for people, but we don't use this. Like, it doesn't need to be functional. So it's just kind of a collection of red transferware and cloches. Now, there is lots of natural light. I am filming this in the morning. I know a lot of you like it when I'm able to get my videos up early. So that is the goal. Here is looking at... here's looking this way. You can see lots of Greg's milk glass. There's some of his swung vases. All of this Christmas was either thrifted from thrift stores, gotten at estate sales, and some of it was won in auctions. And some of it is new. That came from Walmart a couple of years ago. There's some old vintage Christmas cards. Then we have some more over here. That little Merry Christmas card I got at Vintage Market Days. And then just some more of Greg's milk glass. I mixed in the brass. I love brass. I used to not. Of course, I used to not like a lot of things, y'all. Y'all know that. Now, my little very vintage, chippy old magazine rack, I just put some of the books that had red and white. Of course, that yellow one doesn't, and some boots in it. Those were some I just could not make fit in the family room, but I still wanted to display them. And there is our wall of history. Now, we have wrapped pictures on the wall for years, for at least 15, maybe more years than that. So I was doing this before there was Pinterest, but however, saying that, I put things on this YouTube channel to inspire you, to encourage you. I want you to see something I've done, and if you love it, I want you to take it and try it in your home. So I love that, and it is a huge compliment to me when you all message me with pictures showing me like how you got inspiration and you were able to duplicate something in your home. I love that. That is why we are here, guys. That's why we do this. Having said all that, wrapping pictures with some of those large chunky frames just looked awful. So we actually got, I'm going to get a little bit closer. We went to Hobby Lobby and we bought some velvet fabric and just some plain canvases and wrapped them. Just to kind of, I didn't have any, you know, this was that big oil painting that had the yellow flowers, and I couldn't find anything that fit the room. So we said, well, why don't we just wrap some pictures? We used to always wrap pictures in our foyer. We've done it in our living room, but this was just a way to kind of bring Christmas to the wall. And here's my desk, and my Bible stack is too high. I'm going to do something different with that after Christmas. I'm just not sure what. There is some of my transferware that goes with this set. We got that little brass sled at Bright's back in the summer. And we just filled it with little bottle brush trees. Those little presents actually came in something that was vintage. Got a little Santa, some more vintage cards, some more boots. Look at that card. Isn't that amazing? I use fancy handkerchiefs to bring Christmas to all kind of areas. Y'all hear Ruby. No, that's actually Maggie. Filled in some of my little drawers with Christmas things. I believe I got that at City Thrift. There is the Bible that Greg got me at Four Sisters for my birthday. So that is just that little desk area. Okay, so let's take a closer look. at the bookshelves. Now, these are Currier and Ives Homer Laughlin dishes. I love these. I have won all of these in Goodwill auctions. I've never seen them out anywhere to buy. I just have it mixed up with some of Greg's milk glass. This is where his hobnail milk glass stays. And I have some old Christmas cards in there. There's another handkerchief. There's the Santa that I got at City Thrift. My brass deer. I will leave those out for the winter. There is the creamer and sugar that sweet Miss Jean and John sent us. Lots of hobnail. I like the hobnail. That's not why he has so much, but there is this milk glass Santa in a sleigh. Now, I am short, so I realize that's not a good picture, a good view, but we just have, like, you know, some old boots and just some little things with red and red books. Are you recognizing my amazing little finds from City Thrift the other night? There is the 3 deer that we got at Four Sisters. Now, I don't know what they were holding originally. It was probably a ball, like a bowl, maybe to put potpourri or something in. I'm not sure, but we just thought that little ball would have to be sufficient. And yeah, the tree is kind of covering this side up, but there is what we did down there. Red bottlebrush trees. Greg kind of has gotten these all over. Now, here is the tree. We usually have 2 trees in here. We have them on either side of the window. But because of the desk, we were not able to work 2 trees in here this year. But let's go take a closer look. Now, let's talk about Victoria, because I want to make a point to tell you why Victoria is under there. Greg put Victoria under there with her babies, and he named them, I think he named them Fluffy, Muffy, and Gruffy. I have gotten all of these between Goodwill and City Thrift. And if y'all have been around with me for a while, y'all know he hates Victoria, or did not like Victoria, and didn't want me to buy her. But now he loves her front and center under the tree. So I just wanted to make a note of that. Okay, these balls, they are the flocked balls that are so popular this year. We found ours at Walmart. We were able to get 5 boxes total throughout about a month. And that was of just kind of going around and looking at several different Walmarts. But, you know, I would like to get some more. Hopefully next year they'll have more. But this tree just has poinsettias, berries, the ticking ribbon, and flocked balls. It's just a simple, little tree. And this is how our living room for Christmas 2024 came together. The only thing that's missing is the garland, y'all, the white garland. And can I tell y'all how hard it is to find white garland? see the dining room, and we kept everything blue. Okay, so I kept my Liberty Blue, y'all. That's too much to pack up. I'm sure at some point I will do something different, but for right now, I kept it up with the ironstone. I've got the little white houses in, bottle brush trees, and some poinsettias. And I know that that's a lot, and it's busy for some people, but I just like having my collection there. Let's go take a little bit of a closer look. That is the very much sought after turkey platter. And if you were here, a lot of you know that Greg was able to get me several key pieces of this for Christmas last year. I love to collect little salt and pepper shakers. Okay, and then moving over here, we moved his hobnail punch bowl up here. We have some Flow Blue, a little bit of brass. Those snowball looking ornaments Greg found at the Springfield Antique Barn. And inside, we have lots of little Christmas treasures. Let's go look in there. We added Christmas cards, some greenery and blue balls, a gift guide from 1957. I need a gift guide for 2024. How many of you still buy for everybody? Do you draw names? Do you only get for the kids in your family? Our family is getting large, and I am ready to do something different. That little book is blue and white. That's why it's in here. I know it really doesn't go with the theme. Okay, so then over here, I moved the Flow Blue basin down here. Just put some florals in it. Now these, I want to talk about. We got these, well, he's not going to stay up, back in like the 1st of September when they first started putting Christmas out. They had 4 of them. We found them in a box, like they hadn't even been taken out of the package. Look how beautiful they are. So we grabbed them, and then we got lucky, and we were able to get some more just actually a couple of weeks ago. So if you're on the hunt for these, they did come from Hobby Lobby, but they were one of those things that you had to snatch. All right, there's our wall. Added the blue. Look at the blue swan with her blue velvet bow. I love it. These trees we got at Springfield Antique Barn. They have a whole section that is nothing but Christmas decor, and it's things that you wouldn't find at Hobby Lobby. They actually said they were, trying to get things that you wouldn't find at Hobby Lobby. But I love the swan sitting there. I think she looks great. And then there is the tree in the corner. I did not put the saucers and teacups on it this year. Just wanted to do a little something different, even though I loved that look last year. But we have the berries. Those balls we got at Hobby Lobby last year. I think Greg may have found 2 this year. I'm not sure. More of the navy velvet ribbon. More of those beautiful poinsettias. We just got lucky and found these at the satin balls at Pickers in Smyrna, Tennessee. Or I think it's actually called Lowry Street Pickers. So they looked gorgeous on the tree. Added that touch of vintage. And here's another shot. And then over here, just added some bottle brush trees. We did move Greg's, some of his hobnail over here. There is that little Flow Blue picture I had just gotten at an estate sale, about a month or so ago. More old Christmas cards. And we sort of duplicated the shelves the same. Y'all know I like them being the same. Now this tree, my sister had gotten us for Christmas last year, and it was full of multicolored lights, which I loved, and we still have. But yesterday at Springfield Antique, we found those at Bright's Antique World in Franklin, Kentucky. There was a bag of bluebirds. So how beautiful was it to switch those out to bluebirds for while it's in here? And of course, if we put it in a different room next year, we can put, you know, the multicolored back in. But I just thought that was perfect. And here is the table. We, of course, kept a punch bowl in the center, kept my Flow Blue dishes out, just like we had in the fall. But I added Greg's nativity scene. Now, this nativity scene, his grandfather made. It was, so it, you know, a hobbyist piece. Greg remembers watching him when he was a little boy paint it. And he wanted that when he had hoped that he would be able to inherit it when the time came, and his mom made sure that he got that. We have, in the past, I don't think we put it out last year. We were so afraid Hazel Grace would tear it up. Maybe we did put it. Yeah, we put it in my bedroom. But this year we thought we would be brave and try to put it back on the dining room table. We always try to have it in here. But he just loves it. And I will say his grandfather did an amazing job painting it. I think that's where Greg gets it from. Greg is an amazing artist. He can just look at something and pretty much duplicate it. So I just spread that out. I mean, you can't have a better centerpiece than that. Okay, y'all, so that is our living room and dining room for Christmas 2024. Okay, so I am so glad these rooms are finally done. I'm going to tell you, I know some people have like a bedroom or a designated room that they can kind of put all their decorations out and pull from as they're decorating. This area is that designated room for us, and it looks like a bomb went off in here the entire time we're decorating, no matter for what season. So it's always just a relief when these two rooms get done and cleaned up. We still have a little bit to do in the foyer, but then we are done. So anyway, you know, if you've watched my videos, you know, this living room just kind of like drives me nuts. I never can get it right, but I do like it this time. I actually, think that we did a good job working together and putting both of our collections together and making them work. So, you know, you can drop me a comment and let me know, you know, how are you decorating? If you've noticed, all my rooms are sort of different themed. Do you do that? Or are you cohesive throughout your whole house? I want to be cohesive throughout my whole house one year, at least, because I love that look. But like I said, we do something different all the time. So who knows? I'm sure there will come a year when we do that. You know, but like I said, if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. And to all my old friends, I really appreciate you coming by again to see the living room and dining room. Now, like I said, stay tuned. for the home tour. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will come out next weekend. Y'all, I am turning 50 on Tuesday. And I'm okay with it. You know, I'm not sad. I was really sad. 40 was hard for me. It was hard for me to turn 40 for some reason. But 50, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Praise God that I made it to 50. I didn't have a life expectancy of 50 as far as doctors were concerned. But we all know that doctors don't rule us, that the Lord does. And He definitely had plans for my life. And so He has definitely kept me around for a reason. But anyway, so that's it. Big 50 Tuesday. I don't know if you'll hear from me anymore this week prior to the home tour. We'll see. You never know with me. All right. Oh, and next weekend is the Nashville Flea Market. So I do think we're going. Greg has to work, but he'll probably close, which means we'll be able to run over in the morning. So there'll be a video from that probably. All right, guys, y'all have a fantastic week. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.